talking about a weekly check-in. So if you're seeing this video, I probably want to hear from you. You can leave it in the comments if you want to be public, but send me wherever we communicate the answers to this. So 5 categories. Saturday, this is the day I want to check in with all of my online clients, people I'm working with, and just friends all over the world, people I want to stay connected with. 5 things to check in on. I want you to rate it on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being everything's perfect, couldn't be any better, 0 being it's the worst possible thing in the world. So 5 pillars that I look at of how our bodies, our health, all that stays. And that way on Saturday, I like doing this so you can look back at the previous week. You kind of have Sunday if you need to do any kind of prep or rearrangements. You can do that to get ready for the coming week, since this is the world we live in week by week. So 5 categories rated 0 to 10, 10 being perfect. So you can get a 50 would be you are living your best life. Nothing could be better. So number 1 is movement. How well did you move? If you have goals, did you get to where they are? Everything, by the way, here is obviously relative, right? Your goals are going to be different than my goals, are going to be different than my neighbor's goals. So movement, number 1. Number 2, looking at recovery. So how's your sleep scores? You can actually look at, I have my Whoop on here. You can look at your sleep actual tracker, but also how is your overall recovery? How well do you feel? Do you feel recovered? Do you feel overstressed? That can kind of go into that recovery score. If you feel like your muscles are really sore from just doing too many workouts, whatever it is, that's where that second piece goes. So we have movement, recovery, what we put into our body, nutrition. So how good was the quality of your food, right? Did you overeat? You can look at it all these different ways. Everything is going to be, again, relative to you. So again, movement, recovery, nutrition. Then we have connection. So are you connected? How connected do you feel to other people? Are you happy with the friends you have or the family or whoever you had? Did you have all sorts of conflict this week? That would probably lower your score. So whatever that score is, 0 to 10, I just got a nice message from one of my best friends. He put a little group chat together. We've had a few boys trips. So he said, hey, it's that time of year. Let's plan our boys trip. So it just makes me feel a little more connected. And so wherever that makes you feel for the week. But yeah, day to day, looking at a little bit of a bigger picture, seeing the forest for the trees, all that good stuff. And then the last one is your own mindset. So I like to put stress in that bucket. Are you connected to your purpose? Do you look at what's going on with your life and say, I'm not really feeling that connected? Maybe I'm losing what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. So sometimes we get lost and we just get caught up in that day to day. Okay, I got to go to this thing, I got to go to that thing, and I have to go to that thing. And even those pieces are going to change how we experience this. So 5 things. If you have questions, if you want to elaborate further, this is my first take on really setting this up this way. I've done this different formats, but if you have feedback, if you have thoughts, if you have questions, if you can send me that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, movement, recovery, nutrition, connection, and then the last one being your own mindset, purpose. I think those are really good buckets to look at. And out of a score of 50, where are you sitting? And it's not even about getting better every week. It's about keeping an eye on that, checking in. So just checking in. Hope you're doing great. I hope we're getting 1% better every day, every week, on every check-in. And I think this is going to be a cool tool. I hope you get something out of it. Talk to you next time.